Welcome everyone, I hope you enjoy Insights 2018.
Today, we have the capability of understanding and create insights about reality. The future is now.
It's about how do you actually think of data, understand it, and then use data, use algorithms, use AI to solve real problems.
And we have tons of data, but it's not the right data to work on the problems that we care about.
Insurance, it's only about data.
I think there will be nothing AI can't do.
Amazingly, the more people willing to break a leg than to delete their own data set.
Thousands of data points for one player for one day.
How do we industrialize what we do? How do we as data scientists become a business?
What's the purpose of the company? What was the purpose of data manipulation?
We are talking about big data. Talking about data for me is like talking about gravity. It is everywhere.
Proof of that is that we are all alive.
With blockchain, everything is transparent.
I truly believe that our success in data science relies on our ability to make the right questions.
We're going to have a very notorious set of CEOs.
I am a data lover.
Quantum computing is the future. It will allow us to solve complex problems that today would take billions of years.
How many companies do you know that have data on their balance sheet?
Emotions, creativity, and passion, only humans can do. Don't forget people.
That brings moral to society.
Breakthrough happens when we connect unexpected dots.
Those insights, intuitions we can have along the journey are much more well supported.
And that's where you as data scientists can bring us a lot of insights.
Luxury, what does it mean, luxury?
Looking at the ethics, they were rewriting policies without even thinking about it.
Remember this, if you are not paying for a product, you are the product.
So let me explain to you what I mean by the ethics of good intentions.
To transform this company into a data-centric organization.
So now we know the type of data that we are collecting in a vertical farm.
Way past the data protection regulation.
I'm a technical guy, so I want to show you some code.
And what is happening to productivity?
Productivity is no longer about efficiency only, it's effectiveness as well. And the ground of it is fast and good decision making.
I'm mostly concerned to explain the why. And this is like a religion, this is a mix of faith and science.
For the first time in human history, AI enables us to work on zero-time terms.
Can a creation of be considered as art? I want to have Brad Pitt as a Picasso, and here it comes. I have no clue what an algorithm is. I have not seen one. Even if I would meet one, I would not be able to say hello.
I'll chuck it into random forests, and then I'll chuck it into logistic regression, and then I'll chuck it into a neural network.
So these three pieces of art have been solved through blockchain.
Molecular chaos and social physics, for instance.
This area of artificial intelligence has a huge impact also in art, in literature, music.
Data science is the mainstream of all these successful digital transformation projects.
Let's empower data science for a better world. Until you next year.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Insights 2019. As you have seen in this video, last year was a tremendous success. This event is planned to be better, so I hope you enjoy it. Oh, yes. Forgot this one. Good. So, of course, all of this wouldn't be possible without the help and support of our sponsors. So I want to thank AGAs Portugal, Tessela, Accenture, BI4All, Claranet, Closer, Deloitte, NOS, SAS, Sofinsa, Expand IT, G-Step, Health Market Research, MicroStrategy, Rebais, Siemens, IT Channel, IT Insights, Live Sketching, Nescafé, Nova School of Business and Economics, and Ticket. My sincere thank you to all of you. I have to ask for a big applause to all these sponsors. So these are the members we had in 2018. I have to remind you that we launched our association at the beginning of the year, actually in March. And these are the members we have today. Of course, an association like ours, it makes sense to work and we have more strength if we do all the work to pursue our goals, if we do it together. And of course, we're very proud to have today these sponsors working with us. So a big thank you for all of you also. And the members we have are not only corporate and private organizations, we have also individuals. Today we have 232 individual members. So a big thank you for all of you. This event is also made for you, so I hope you enjoy and thank you for coming. I have to mention also the availability of our speakers. We are truly thankful to all of you. And a big thank you, of course, to our board members for their full dedication. So we have prepared a program starring amazing speakers from different industries and different fields of knowledge. I think most of you have the program, or have seen the program. So we're going to talk about careers, ethics, training. We will have several use cases sharing experience in insurance, telco, banking, manufacturing, airline, utilities, and healthcare. We will have also a glimpse into the future of the cities. I hope you enjoy. I'm pretty sure they will inspire us all. So let's see how it goes. To be a community dedicated to the development of talent and knowledge that impacts the world. To empower data science for a better world. Different organizations with different purposes and different goals, but as you can see, with a big alignment in terms of mission, I see a big opportunity here to make a strong partnership, and I want to welcome and ask to come on stage Daniel Trac, which is professor and dean of this university, and thank you for hosting us on this amazing venue. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry I delayed the beginning of your sessions. It was time to get from the airport to here. And I made a point of coming earlier because it was very important for me to be here. I'll tell you why. We're trying to put up a slide, so whenever the slide's ready, if possible, make it up. Put it up. The first, welcome to this building, this new campus, which is our homes for about a year. And if you look around, what you see is a lot of glass. What you see is a lot of light coming in, a lot of transparency. And if you walk around, what you see is people meeting each other. People making serendipitous events where they meet and things happen. And you also see a piano, which anybody that lives in the neighborhood can come in and play, or any of our students can come in and play to lighten up the environment. This is, in essence, what this school is about. This campus was built to create a school which is open. The other thing that you'll notice is that if you're coming from the neighborhood and if you're going to the beach, to the beachway, you can cross the campus and there's no doors. There are no doors. There's no controls. Okay? And this is in essence what this campus, and this is in essence what this school is about, and what we believe that school should be about. They should be about creating a very open environment, a very transparent environment where we welcome everybody. And we welcome everybody here to discuss the things that impact the world. And so when you think about why would a data science conference take place in a business school, I think the whole point is what this business school is specifically. This business school is designed as a campus It has been like this since it was born 40 years ago, to think about the future. And the future, as was said in that movie, is also about data, and not just about data discussed by engineers, but about data discussed by the entire science community through the effect that it can create. And so, as I welcome all of you that are in the data science world to a school of business, I am acknowledging that business and everything that happens in our lives for the foreseeable future will be tremendously impacted by the way data is changing our lives. We are doing this here. Just to give you a few examples, very soon we'll be launching masters in the area of data analytics and business. This year, Joanna Sa, which you saw here, is one of our faculty. She comes from the molecular biology field. She's doing research in data in social networks, and she just won an ERC, so we just won an ERC at this school in the field of data. Okay? We are hiring faculty in the area of data. So all these is our recognition of the role that data has in the lives of business, in the lives of companies. But we go beyond this, because we also understand that it's not just about how business is going to be affected, it's also how the world is going to be affected. And so, for example, in a partnership with UChicago, run by my colleague Lade Zanilovic, we're working on data science projects for social good. We've done things as simple as using our researchers and using our people to actually find solutions to fight illegal fishing. So it's not just about fighting illegal fishing by using satellite pictures of the oceans and figuring out which boats are doing illegal fishing. Right? So what we're doing here is opening up business, we're opening up economics to data, and that's why we're so welcoming to this particular conference. But as we get into the world of data, coming from the world of social sciences, we're realizing that it's not just about how business is going to be impacted. It's not just about the few projects that we can run to improve social good. It's fundamentally about how society is going to be affected. And if there's anything that I'd like this group to discuss in the context of a business school, so away from a world of engineers, closed among yourselves, but in an environment where you will be speaking to business, you're speaking to economists, you're speaking to law people, you're speaking to everybody, is not just the change that you can make, but the impact, the unforeseen consequences that are happening. And we are living in a world where data is not just improving our gadgets, but is unraveling the way our society has been organized for the last 200 years. And I'd like to leave you with this challenge. As you come to this school, as you mix data and business, as you mix data, it's also very important, as you mix data and social impact, it's very important to discuss all the downsides that data can create to the world. And I'll leave you with what was Sergey Brin's letter to the founders of Alphabet in 2017. And he starts by quoting none other than Dickens, who wrote at the onset of the Industrial Revolution about how the Industrial Revolution was changing lives for people. And by citing Dickens, and I think these sentences are very important, he says, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity. The season of light, the season of darkness, the spring of hope, and the winter of despair. This is what data is for our society today. The bifurcation between creating a society of progress, of inclusivity, of sustainability, or creating a society of political oppression, of dysfunctionality, of income inequality. When we do things, we are responsible for the entire consequences of the act we commit, not just for the direct consequence. Everything that happens because of things that we do are ultimately our responsibility. And I think it's the responsibility of the data community in the wider environment of a business school like this one to discuss also what kind of society it's going to create, what are the solutions, and how in the end it all comes down to creating a better world for human beings, more than profit, more than fancy gadgets, more than any of that, in the end, it all comes down to creating a better world for human beings, and it's time to make sure that this conference is also a place for that debate. So this is a challenge I leave to you, a reflection on whether the best of times or the worst of times are ahead of us, and what each one of us is going to do in that direction. And as I leave you this challenge, I welcome you into this school, because this school was designed to think about challenges like this. Thank you very much for being at Nova. It's a great pleasure to host you here. Thank you.
Daniel, let me just, thank you very much. I would add to that, it all comes down to all of that, plus having you all around here, having such a thrilling panel of speakers, panelists. We're going to have a good chunk of presentations, a lot of demonstrations on real use of data science, applications, solutions, etc. As Fernando was saying before, we're going to be talking about a real application on different sectors. So we're definitely very excited to be here. Thank you very much once again. And I'm going to be with you throughout the 2 days. I've come across most of you. I pretty much know all, if not all. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to have you here. We have like over 500 registered people, but totally above quantity is the quality of the people that we have. We have representatives from all sorts of entities, companies, public and private sector. So for sure, at the end of the day, with all the networking opportunities that we're going to be having, I think we're going to be a lot more educated when we leave this place today. Thank you once again.